I'd like to share my experience, my horrific experience from Judge STRATHMANN court. My divorce started in a different court, a different judge. So the total length of my divorce took a little over 6 years, so you have an idea. During my divorce, I ran to 3 attorneys, and last 2 years I ended up representing myself. My case went all the way to trial, and during the week of trial, I was denied by STRATHMANN legal representation that was offered to me. Her advice was that court library on the highest floor is available to me. As you can tell, I'm not from this country, so it's challenging for me to represent myself in a foreign country, not knowing the law, not having an attorney, but she purposely left me in this situation. During the last 4 years in her court, what I observed, witnessed, was there doesn't really matter what you go with to the court, because everything is orchestrated. You already know the winning party, you already know the favor that she's giving to attorneys. I think they call them pocket attorneys, and one of them is always and everywhere Patrick Bramblatt, which is her former husband. Finding this fact during my trial, my response was to, after finding this, I filed 2 motions. One of them was recuse herself, and another one I was asking for mistrial. Both of them were denied by her. My jury trial experience was theater. Whatever I wanted to present in front of the jury, she made sure the jury is not in a room and only one party and one testimony was heard. It's just part of her bias, it's part of her manipulation. There is no justice in her court, period. What I believe, what I witness, she has zero care for the little ones. They hurt the most. They're traumatized and victimized because of her bias rulings. Finding out after years and years in her court that there's no justice. I don't even think that she knows what the definition of justice is or stands for. To me, it's just corruption, bias, games, and so on. It's beyond heartbreaking because, like I mentioned, our children are the ones that are paying the ultimate price. We as parents were missing the precious years with them growing up and milestones, and there's not a day that we're not affected by it. And on top of that, we're ruined financially, probably for life. We're in a deep debt. It's unbelievable that someone who was given a position like her to be judge just abused it to the max and destroyed so many lives. I'm not the only one, unfortunately. I'm one of many. And to my experience, even with her husband, I was even threatened of deportation. During my case, I had another case in a criminal court for reporting abuse, which shouldn't be mixed with a civil court. But she crossed the line and she was using it, and I was treated as a criminal without any evidence and the criminal case being dismissed. Bottom line, they're abusers and they get away with it. I just know how I feel as a mother, and breaks my heart. And nothing I can do about it. I cannot imagine what is my daughter going through. She needs to be stopped. Enough is enough. Enough of distraction, trauma, destroying our children, our lives. This is not an honorable judge. To me, she's no judge. She's evil. She's corrupt. She's dark, abusing of power and running her own laws. And unfortunately, we cannot make a change, but you can. So I beg you from the bottom of my heart, and for all those abused children, destroyed families, go out there. Get in early voting, don't wait to the last minute. And please, remove her. El Paso deserves justice. You deserve justice. And I don't want you to end up in her court and being the next testimonial. Make the difference. Come together for our children, for our families. Thank you.